Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, what up? Today I'm bringing you guys my perfume wrap up. This is a video where I like to talk about all of the new perfumes that I've recently gotten into my collection, and I like to give you guys like my review once I've actually worn them a few times and I've actually gotten to know the fragrance. Really and truly, you only get to know your fragrances after wearing them a lot, okay? Probably about like a quarter or halfway through the bottle, that's when you really get to know your fragrances, because you've probably tested them out in different weather, different climates and things like that, on different days and all of that. But I still like to bring you guys a somewhat thorough review after I've worn them a few times and I get my thoughts together and I start to see what I like and what I don't like about the fragrance. So yes, I have done quite a few of these videos, so I will link the playlist up in the cards just in case you want to binge watch these videos and hear me talk about some of the perfumes that I have in my collection. But I have 5 perfumes here to talk to you guys about today, and I like all of them, okay? I do. So let's get started with the one that I'm actually wearing today, and I've been wearing this one so much, like I really can't put it down. Ever since I've gotten it, I've been wearing it, and this is my Jessica Simpson signature perfume. So I have mentioned this fragrance in a couple of videos, but I really wanted to give you guys a nice little thorough review on it because, as you guys can see, I have put a little dent in this fragrance. So this is such a unique fragrance because to me it smells like so many different things, and then it also holds its own as its own perfume, which is crazy because if you go to this fragrance on Fragrantica, it definitely has a similarity to Valentino Donna Born in Roma. And I'm not the only person who thinks that. There's so many other people who think that the opening of it smells like Valentino Donna Born in Roma. And I don't know, that's what I get as well. But I also think that this smells like a couple of other fragrances in my collection. Like, it's so crazy to me how this perfume can smell like a lot of different things but then still hold its own, because when I'm wearing it, I don't feel like I'm wearing another perfume. But this is beautiful. It definitely starts out fruity. I can definitely smell those citruses in here, the pomegranate, the apricot. There's something about it. It has like this almost sweet, peachy, citrusy type of smell in the beginning, and I love that. I really do. It has some white florals in there as well, obviously, to make this perfume like a feminine, perfumey type of fragrance. But the beauty is in the dry down of this fragrance because it has white chocolate, it has tonka, it has vanilla, a little bit of woodiness, but what I mainly get is like that sweetness. I can definitely detect the white chocolate. It smells like the white chocolate note that's in Britney Spears Fantasy. It definitely smells very sweet. I get the vanilla and I get the tonka, and it's like the fruitiness of this perfume stays, and it's almost like the sweetness wraps up the fruitiness together. So when it dries down on your skin, it smells like chocolate covered fruits, white chocolate covered fruits. It is so beautiful. It's so sexy. It's so feminine. I love this perfume. Like, those are the words that come to my mind when I think of this perfume. I think it absolutely could be a signature scent and it would be memorable. I really do feel that way. I really like this perfume. I definitely need a full size of it. This definitely deserves a place in my collection. And I have seen people say that this does not last. Listen, I really don't like speaking on longevity unless I get like super great performance from a perfume or really bad performance from a perfume. But that's typically not what happens with me because of how I do my body care, because of how I do my layering, because I wear an oil on my body. The perfumes have something to stick to, and I also spray my perfumes on my clothes. So it's like, even throughout the day when I go nose blind to a scent, other people can still smell me when I create a wind in passing, or even when I'm just standing there. So I never really have issues with longevity because of how I layer my scents and everything. My skin doesn't tend to eat perfume, so I never have a problem with that. But this lasts on me all day. Like, this lasts on me. I have never had a problem with having to reapply this perfume or anything like that. I can definitely still smell it on me. And then when I'm doing my whole body care routine and I'm spraying this perfume on myself, when I go to work and I leave and come back, my room still smells like this perfume. So it lingers. It definitely lasts for me. Like I said, I'm gonna need a big bottle because this is just a little 30 ml and it's been lasting me pretty good. Like, I don't need to spray a heavy amount, but it's so beautiful that I definitely would want a bigger bottle so that I know I'm not gonna run through it like super fast. So yeah, that's Jessica Simpson signature. The next one we're going to do is Britney Spears Prerogative. Now this one gets a bad rap for not being very unisex, and I'm not going to talk too much about that because I feel like that's unisex. Putting the label of unisex on a fragrance is definitely preference driven. It has nothing to do with the perfumer and how they created the scent. It's dependent on what you want to wear, what you want to smell like, and I'm gonna leave it at that because I really do think it's preference. So but yeah, this definitely smells like black opium. I'm gonna start it out by saying that the similarities are there, but this is different than black opium because I feel like this is a lot sweeter and this is a lot softer without those sharp white florals that you get in black opium. So for that, I definitely think that you can have both in your collection because there's a distinction between them both, especially if you're like more of a perfume connoisseur and you like perfumes. There is a distinction between the two. This one starts out with like the goji berries and it's very, very sweet in the beginning. The saffron and the coffee and everything kind of take a background to the sweetness when you first spray this, in my opinion. With this one, I definitely think that you could take it in a couple of different directions. This could definitely be a fall, winter, all the way into spring type of perfume because, like I said, this one is a lot quieter than black opium. And because it has that really fruity, fresh type of opening, I feel like it can go all the way into spring. But because of like that coffee and that saffron, and it has a depth to it, it can definitely do great in fall and winter. And layering this with like other coffee scented perfumes, body care, other sweet perfumes and body care that have caramel or a cookie scent, a cake scent, or anything like that would definitely amplify all of that, so you can get away with wearing it in the fall and winter. But this is beautiful. I think that this is a very nice perfume. It's not 100% coffee scented, just like with black opium. A lot of people go into grabbing black opium thinking that it's going to be this really robust, heavy coffee scent, and it's not. And I want to say the same thing for this one. This is not like a latte type of scent. Like, it's not lactonic. It smells like coffee, but it's not super robust, and it's not going to be a heavy coffee scent to where people are going to be like, wow, you smell like coffee. It's not that. But this is a beautiful, beautiful perfume. Very well blended, very well rounded, especially for it to be a celebrity fragrance. And I believe that perfume is only like $20 for a 50 ml. Probably maybe a little bit less than that. I don't know. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But moving on, we're going to talk about this bad boy right here. So this is Yes I Am by Castro, and I finally gave this one a nice little wear so I can get my thoughts together on this one. This is definitely your warm, spicy type of scent, okay? I can definitely smell the ginger, the nutty cardamom, the licorice. It definitely gives me those spicy type of vibes, okay? But when it dries down, it does get a little bit more sweet, a little bit more lactonic. I can kind of smell the caramel and the milk and the sweet notes in there. But this has such a blast of freshness. I don't really get the raspberry. It says it has raspberry in here. I don't really get that. I kind of get like a freshy citrusness from this fragrance when I first smell it. And that could be from the ginger, the licorice and all of that. Like, that's kind of what I get. So there's a blast of freshness in here and spices, but it does calm down on the skin. I have some great layering combinations and ideas for this fragrance because, if I'm being completely honest, I don't see myself just wearing this perfume by itself. And so in my mind, that makes me think that I would not want to repurchase this perfume or have it around or anything like that. I mean, obviously I have it now, so I'm going to use it, but like, I would not repurchase this fragrance, and I probably wouldn't even recommend this fragrance. I definitely don't think that this is Blind by Safe because it's so heavy on that spice, and it's a pretty unique perfume. Like, I don't have many things that smell like this in my collection, but yeah, even though it has the characteristics of a gourmand, it's not 100% a gourmand, because I don't think it's sweet enough. But it's definitely a deeper, heavier fall type of fragrance. So like I said, it's okay, but it's not a fave. Longevity on this is crazy, but again, like I said, because of how I do my body care and everything, I feel like it's gonna be that anyway. But like, longevity on this is crazy, so that's a plus, okay? The next fragrance that I want to talk about, this is Coach Dreams Sunset. This is another one that I was wearing quite a bit, and I really, really, really and truly enjoy this fragrance. This to me is definitely a spring, summer, early fall type of perfume. I love it. I love it. It has that initial freshness, that blast of bergamot and then pear ice cream in there. And strangely enough, I do not get tired of the pear in this fragrance like how I do with the Ariana Grande fragrances. Like the pear and that scent will make me get tired of those perfumes really, really quick. This one does not, for whatever reason. And maybe it's because it's a pear ice cream. It's a more creamy, smooth pear instead of like a super ripe, mushy fresh pear, if you get what I'm saying. So maybe that's why I like this one. But this fragrance is so simple. It's so sweet. Pear ice cream, bergamot, vanilla, tonka bean. Oof, it is so good. It is so good. I'm always happy to wear this fragrance. It is definitely a mood booster. People have compared this to Carolina Herrera's Good Girl, and I think that's really only because of the pear and the tonka bean and the vanilla. Does Carolina Herrera have tonka bean and vanilla? I don't even know. But if they compare it to that, I think that's the only reason, because of that pear sweetness and everything. But this definitely holds its own to me, and I would not wear Carolina Herrera in the spring and summertime, but this one I most definitely would. So this is a beautiful fragrance. I definitely want to keep it. Once again, I don't have longevity issues with this one. It wears on my skin as well as my clothes. Wears on the clothes forever actually, but it wears on my skin really, really nicely. I have gotten compliments on this fragrance when I wore it. Of course, I will be doing a layering video showing you guys what I have layered these perfumes with, but yeah, this is beautiful and I really do like it, and I'm happy to have it in my collection. And the very last fragrance I want to talk to you guys about is my new Victoria's Secret Bare Eau de Parfum. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. It smells like nothing, but then it smells like everything, okay? And what's so unique about this perfume, other than the fact that it mixes with your body chemistry, this is in every occasion, every event, every day of the year, no matter the season, no matter the time, this is that perfume. And I don't know if it's like that for everybody, but for me, this is that perfume, because for one, this can be layered with any and everything. This can be layered with gourmands, florals, freshies, warm spices, whatever, sweet, fruity, sugary, sweet candy scents. It can be layered with any and everything. It only has 3 scent notes, or so they say. It only has 3 scent notes. So it's a citrus, it's a sandalwood, and it's a violet, so a floral. But when I put this on my skin, it turns a lot sweeter. It gives me such a sweet vibe on my skin, and that could be why I love it so much. And this is a heavy hitter. I don't need to overspray this perfume at all. Like, I remember, like I said, when I first picked this perfume up, it was when I was on vacation, and I sprayed it on myself just to get a feel for the scent. And it was just wafting, and I was like, oh my God, somebody smells good. And it was me, and it was this perfume. And I couldn't really wrap my head around it, because obviously I already had on a scent. So I was already, you know, my head was already wrapped around the scent that I was wearing. But when I put this on, it's like my senses kept going straight to this perfume. It was like, forget whatever else I have on. My senses kept going straight to this perfume. It's a standout. It really is. It's so beautiful. I really think that a lot of people would enjoy this perfume, especially if you're into more classic, simplistic type of scents. I think you would definitely enjoy this one. And as long as it mixes in with your chemistry well, I think you would love this perfume. It is so simple, but it's complicated at the same time, and it's because of what your body does to this fragrance. Like I said, you can mix and layer this with everything. I've mixed and layered this with this and the other body care that I've worn. I've mixed and layered this with this. Like, I've added just a couple of sprays on top of my routine, and it's like it amplifies it. It takes it to a whole nother level. So I really do like this fragrance. I really do like this perfume. I'm happy to have it. I bought it when it was on sale, when they were doing the promotion for the 50 ml. And yeah, I'm really happy to have it. I keep smelling it because it's so beautiful. Definitely deserves a place in my collection. This is one of the few Victoria's Secret perfumes that I rave about, because I really don't buy Victoria's Secret perfumes like that. And I love the bottle. Like, this bottle is classy and elegant. It looks high-end and expensive, but also very, very simple. they did a great job with this fragrance, so I really do like that one. So that is it, you guys. Those are the perfumes that I wanted to give you guys a more thorough review on. I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video. Let me know by giving it a big thumbs up, leaving me a comment down below letting me know how you feel about these fragrances, if you've tried any of them. If you're new, you should definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button, join the Fragrance and Beauty Army, as well as that bell notification so that you can be notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.